Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School Red Raiders. Concessions and indoor bathrooms are located in the hockey building to the south of the stadium behind the video board. The Wisconsin Rapids Athletic Department takes great pride in the corporate partners that support the Red Raiders. We want to thank all of our sponsors for supporting Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Athletics. If you have any interest in joining this growing list of partners, please contact us at Lincoln High School. We'd also like to thank Aspira's Health for the medical coverage for tonight's game.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Southwood County Stadium. It's girls soccer time here on Zaleski Sports. We'll turn over to our public address announcer here in just a moment for our starting lineups and national anthem. Glad you're joining us here today. Steve Maves will be, or I am Steve Maves. I'll be joined by Ryan Rasmussen here in just a little bit to bring you today's Wisconsin Valley Conference action. And here is our public address announcer.
In goal, number 1, Binna Bronger. Number 2, Lauren Budleski. Number 4, Maddie Weber. Number 8, Ariana Aceves. Number 10, Callie Gums. Number 12, Brinley Thomas. Number 14, Bryn Campman. Number 15, Moria Hansen. Number 16, Hikaya Cheney Petty. Number 18, Mia Cleaver. And number 23, Ava Gissel. The head coach of the Evergreens is Lucas Colross. And now here are your starters for the Red Raiders. In goal, number 1, Sydney Meyer. Number 2, Natalie Haddow. Number 3, Jaden Plummet. Number 4, Lindsay Boers. Number 6, Fiona Martins. Number 7, Kendall Bannock. Number 9, Lauren Schillinger. Number 10, Bryn Bannock. Number 13, Veronica Candler. Number 15, Taylor Coder. And number 16, Adeline Nolan. The head coach for the Red Raiders is Nate Cleveland. At this time, please rise and remove your hats as we honor veterans who have proudly served our country and those who are currently serving this great nation, both home and abroad, with the playing of our national anthem. Officials for tonight's match are Zhang Lo, Long Lor, and Paul Lor.
Our pregame show today was presented by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. We're going to run the solo for a little while. Maybe. We're going to switch these around, see if this works. Oh, there we go. All right. All right, Wisconsin Rapids and their home whites, or home reds, excuse me, and DC Everest in their road whites. So we're going to go through this here with you best we can to figure get this all panned out here. Again, still relatively early in the conference season for both of these teams. Only a couple of games in. Rapids right there in the near the top with Stevens Point, I believe, but DC Everest a long history of very good girls soccer teams, and Coach Cole Ross doesn't expect anything different from his crew this year. Benny Bronger in goal for the Evergreens here today. That yellow jersey. Sydney Myers in goal for Wisconsin Rapids this evening. And early control, pretty even so far. We're a minute and 20 seconds into this matchup here this evening. Picked up by Bronger there. Be a goalie kick. Again, a lot of games have finished up on Zaleski Sports today. Baseball and softball. I was over at softball just a little while ago. The Marshfield Tigers taking down Wisconsin Rapids in girls softball this evening. Early this afternoon. Controlled by the Evergreens here. And first time being up here in the press box since fall, since the football season. And Myers will track it down for the Red Raiders. You know, always love coming up here now that they have designated home soccer games here. They used to be half and half, or not half and half. They were solely over at Washington Field across from Midstate. Now they obviously built this place and and have no need to go over there. So it's, really one of the first nights that it's worked out for us to be able to go do softball or baseball and then come over here and do some girls soccer, especially a conference game. So early control here by Everest and then punched up by the Red Raiders. In both these schools, the big social medias on Instagram, they do a great job of promoting their teams, promoting their games. Chased up along the near side for Everest and punched out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Evergreens. See if we can get this so it's not so. There's a shot on goal. Bounce over the head of Meyer and saved in. It's going to be a goal kick here for Wisconsin Rapids. Early opportunity there for the Evergreens. Nakusa Port Edward State Bank proudly supports our local athletes and their families from business to personal banking and everywhere in between. Let Nakusa Port Edward State Bank work for you. DC Everest baseball is in action today at Wausau West. Softball is in action right now at home against Wausau West. Second straight night game for the Evergreen softball team. They were at 7 o'clock last night at Athletic Park in Wausau. Got beat up by a really good Mo's Knee team. That was going to be kicked out. Throw in here for the Evergreens along the far side. If you have an opportunity, of course, the Kentucky Derby happened this last week. Golden Tempo with the win, and Cherie DeVoe, the trainer, has been all over doing interviews and the likes of that, of course, after you win a massive race, comeback fashion that her horse did. She's all over the place. She is a very fun person to listen to. She's on Dan Patrick today. Was on Portnoy's podcast. I think she was on McAfee. She was on Rich Eisen. And today's only Tuesday. They got a couple of weeks before the Preakness or the Belmont, whatever one comes next. They're unsure if they will race for the Triple Crown. Again, all determines on the health of the horse, of course. Make sure that the horse is all right. Now again behind the defense. Here we go for Everest, and good job there by the Rapids defense. Kendall Bannock getting back there, chasing down Bryn Campman for Everest. A wild scenario here, getting behind the defense. Good defense again, and Myers with a great save. Sydney Myers in goal in her pink jersey. Took the brunt of a hit and still able to make the nice save. But we were talking in a meeting on Monday. Again, it just goes off to how crazy Secretariat was, of course. But Secretariat's time 2 seconds better than Golden Tempo on Saturday. And that equates to about 15 lengths of a horse, just 2 seconds difference. And 18 of the 19 horses, were descendants of Secretariat. Secretariat's been gone for quite a while. A horse that was worth a lot of money, and still is. I mean, still still contributing to racehorse glory. Opportunity here for the Evergreens. Meyer goes down to a knee and makes a stop. Sydney Meyer's been tested early. She has been successful so far for Wisconsin Rapids. We're in the 8th minute. At 7:40, we're a little behind on my clock, but that's all right. Appreciate you all tuning in here this evening on Zaleski Sports. No games for you tomorrow. Right back at it for you on Thursday. One game that I was checking out here. Baseball across the way. Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield tied at 1. If I count right, they are in extra innings, it looks like. Pass up ahead, trying to get behind the defense. Vongard coming out of her box and able to poke it away. Bronger, Bronger with the stop that time. And kick up ahead here to the near side is going to be a throw-in for DC Everest. Welcome, Mr. Ryan. I'll give you away here, and I think I got it to work. I didn't know how I did it, but I pushed something, and now it works. So here, we'll get over here just in case something happens here. Yeah, I was just monkeying with it. It wasn't moving around, and then I slid something around, and the zoomer worked. Oh, here goes Everest now, getting behind the defense. Shot! Myers with a stop. The rebound. It's going to be cleared out. Everest has had good looks. And a throw in here for the Evergreens. Here you go, Ryan. It's all yours. All right, let's see what I can figure out here. Pretty good game that Ryan was at. Pittsville and Royal, two perennial baseball favorites. Pittsville's. How did that game end up?
Ended up Pittsville 6 and Royal 3.
6-3. All right. Yeah, those two teams have met up quite a bit in the postseason the last couple of years, and Panther v. Panther, and the Purple Panther won today in Pittsville.
Came ahead bottom of the 6th.
Nice. What do we got here? It's a barn burner in Auburndale as well. Tied at 5, Auburndale and Marathon softball in the bottom of the 8th inning. That's a battle for first place in the Merriwood South. Sydney Meyer picks it up again there. Again, she's been tested early on here, and she has been successful so far. And great crowds all over the place today on Zaleski Sports. Appreciate you all. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat box. Our first Rapids soccer game of the year, and it's going to be a goal kick for DC Everest here. I'll give us time to remind you that today's broadcast brought to you in part by ShedsDeliver.com. They're your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and here in Wisconsin Rapids. Get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. They are done with the, let's see if I can count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like they are now in the bottom of the 8th inning. Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids baseball tied at 1. Again, that game, if you were watching the softball game, I was joking around that the Marathon Auburndale baseball game, again, I try my best to schedule the games hoping that they're close, hoping they're competitive. And the Marathon Auburndale game was 10-0 at one point during my softball game. I looked here. It was one of the final 3 or 4 or 5 streams that were live. I was like, what in the heck is going on? And then it ended up being Marathon 10, Auburndale 8. So Auburndale gave it a run at the end. but Marathon able to to hold on late and get that win 10-8. But yeah, a lot of good games, bunch coming back for you on Thursday, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. If you follow us on social media, we post daily broadcast schedules and or a daily schedule that has all of our games in one location. Yesterday, what did I put yesterday? Just got a notification again. The Brewers and Cardinals were postponed for today, raining down in St. Louis. Oh, yeah, yesterday was Star Wars Day. Today is Cinco de Mayo. Thursday is National Tourism Day. So we'll have a fun graphic then. And then on Friday, it's a fun one as well. There's obviously every day of the week has just a lot of just national weird days. Friday is like a National Pork Chop Lamb Day or something. There's a shot on goal. Meyer is there again. Again, Sydney has done an outstanding job so far for Rapids in goal. But our Friday graphic is National Coca-Cola and National Give Somebody a Cupcake Day. So that's a fun one as well. Monday is National Technology Day. So be on the lookout for those. They're all fun. All brought to you by our friend Claude, our AI partner. Trifecta of substitutions coming here for DC Everest. But don't forget Sunday. We don't have any games on Sunday, obviously. But Sunday is Mother's Day. So if you forgot, don't forget. Here's your warning. I'll remind you on Thursday and Friday as well.
And number 27, Manny Peterson.
So don't forget. We're still not at 0, 16th minute, and it's going to be a throw-in here for Wisconsin Rapids. Taylor Cotter, the throw-in. Yeah, it's been controlled the majority of the time for DC Everest. Just 3 or 4 shots on goal, just haven't been able to get anything across, and that one's going to go wide. Was it touched? And they're going to say no. Give you a goal kick here for Wisconsin Rapids. Mutual Owasso Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualowasso.com. Find an agent near you. Let's check out the Wisconsin Valley stats. Standings here in girls soccer. Stevens Point leads the conference. Again, just 2 or 3 games in for all these teams. Stevens Point at 2 wins, no losses, and no ties. Wisconsin Rapids 1 win, no losses, and 2 ties. Wausau West 1-0-1. Marshfield 1-1-1. DC Everest 1-2-0. And Wausau East is at 0-3-0. A run here for Fiona Martinson. She is bounced off the ball. Wisconsin Rapids played Wausau West last Wednesday. They tied 1-1. Marshfield beat East 6-4. Spash with a 4-1 win over DC Everest. Wausau West beat DC Everest 1-0. Rapids and Marshfield tied at 1. Spash beat East 8-1. Wisconsin Rapids beat Wausau East 2-1. DC Everest lone conference win. It was a 4-2 winner over Marshfield. And then the 1-1 tie for Wisconsin Rapids and Wausau West. Those were the only games so far in the Valley. There are a lot coming up. Spash will be here on Thursday to take on Wisconsin Rapids. DC Everest travels to Wausau East. Wausau West is at Marshfield. We'll have that Wausau West Marshfield game on Zaleski Sports. Next Tuesday, Everest is at Spash. East is at Marshfield. Rapids is at Wausau West. Again, you can find all these at valleystats.org. Valleystats.org. The Wisconsin Valley does a tremendous job.
Crystal Pigeon.
Crystal Pigeon into the game for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, the Valley does a great job getting all the scores together. And stats and whatnot. We're at 0 here, 18th minute. This Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup. Again, it's been possession-heavy DC Everest so far. Campman's going to try and chase it down. Cotter's going to relieve that, and it's going to be a throw in here for DC Everest coming up. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics for orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. AJ Manley in. Body's hitting the turf here. Cameron out opportunity. Passes it up ahead instead of taking a shot, and it gets cleared out. Gissel with it. Again, Bryn Cameron had a good look at it and passed it up. Now for Wisconsin Rapids, Crystal Pigeon up ahead along the far side. They're running 4-on-3. And going to be poked out there by Bodleski. Another substitution here for the Red Raiders. Pitching change for Marshfield along the far side. Again, this view up here is tremendous. See the scoreboard for the baseball field. Bodleski with it now for the Evergreens. The left-footed kick into the track area. Pigeon up ahead, kicked away, cleared away. Lindsey Boris with it. Gissel now, and the Evergreens will clear it out. Back to Ava Gissel, looking up ahead to Cameron. Bryn's going to try and get behind the defense. She passes it over. Does the defenseman Kendall Bannock, and Bannock's going to boot it out to the Everest bench area. We're in the 20th minute, nearly halfway done with this first half already. Again, 2 40-minute halves. That changed a few years ago, and they used to be 45-minute halves. They changed that up. And Meyer is there again, scoops it up right near the football end zone goal line. Bryn Cameron with it. Passes up ahead. Gets behind the defense. Briley Bronger and Meyer right there again. Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling. Place your comfort at home as their highest priority. Give them a call or find them online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Whistle blows, and it's going to be back to Wisconsin Rapids. Again, mentioned Brewers already postponed for today. They'll be in a doubleheader tomorrow, starting at 1:15 in St. Louis. Free kick here for Veronica Candler. It's going to be taken by the Evergreens, and a wild backspin on Manley's kick, and up ahead now for Briley Bronger. Chased down by Lauren Schillinger. Lauren's going to let this one ride, and Bronger's going to come away with it. Right on the end line. Physicality. And Bronger is going to boot it out. They're letting him play. Schillinger and Bronger. What else we got here? Softball, Wausau West, DC Everest. 1-0 Everest. Popped a mile in the air. Cameron with it again. Pass up ahead, looking for the give and go. Didn't lead her far enough, and Schillinger will clear it out. And a good stop there again. Winds up, and was good defended. Nicely defended there by Kendall Bannock. Arya Sevis with the attack there. They're scoreless in Marshfield as well. Sebastian Marshfield in the 23rd minute. And going to be booted out there as Haley Gums tracked it down. She's going to have the throw in. Nope. They're going to reward it to Wisconsin Rapids, and Veronica Candler will have the throw in right in front of the photographer down there. Gets past Lindsay Boris, and Candler will track it down. Cleared out by Gissel. Campman against Schillinger, still battling. Junior versus senior there. Schillinger the senior. Pass up ahead, looking for Bronger again. Briley chases it down and stops it right before the end line. Back out Campman against Schillinger. It's going to be a heck of a battle all night long. Throw in here for DC Everest. Let Carrie Van Der with State Farm be your go-to for all your insurance needs. Carrie and her staff are always there to help you understand your options. Come away with the right coverage for you. That's Carrie Van Der with State Farm in Wisconsin Rapids. Zoe Martell into the game for the Evergreens. Throw in for Manley and hits the post. It's going to throw in right. It hit the post and then rolled out to the throw in instead of a goal kick. On the sideline, not the end line. Throw back in for Wisconsin Rapids. Oh, now they switch it. Now it's going to be Evergreens throw in. Mark your calendars, everybody. August 27th. August 27th, the first home Rapids football game. Again, don't want to wish anything away, of course. Still have about a month and a half of the spring season left. Have a whole summer to enjoy with the crazy cold weather we've had. Got to enjoy the heat when we can. Because before you know it, people are going to, we complain about the cold, the snow, the ice, the wind. I'll give it about a week. Give it a week when the heat shows up, everybody's going to be complaining about that as well. That's just what happens, right? It's always going to happen every year. You live in Wisconsin. It's going to be cold. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. Skeeters are going to be out. And before you know it, we're going to be right back into a couple of feet of snow, and everybody's going to be complaining about that. Oh, man. It's been windy. It's been cold to start this week. We're in a frost advisory here in Wisconsin Rapids, Wood County as well for tonight. At some point it'll warm up. At some point, it will be warm here in central Wisconsin. Good battle again along the end line, and it's going to be a throw-in instead of a corner kick. Abigail Kidder was tracking it down. And two teams still trying to find themselves. It's going to be a corner kick for Wisconsin Rapids, the first of the night for either team. Yeah, both teams still trying to find their way here. Corner kick. Flies in. Right foot cleared out. Oh, a quick whistle here. Substitution. That's what it was. I appreciate everyone tuning in here today on Zaleski Sports this evening. We got girls soccer, Wisconsin Valley Conference version. Oh, we do have a walk-off in Auburndale. The Auburndale Eagles with a winner over Auburndale. Let's see how it happened. Danica Blomberg singled on a line drive to center field for the win. Auburndale now controls their own destiny in the Merriwood South. Those two teams will meet up again on Thursday. That game will be live on Zaleski Sports. Clear it up. Sydney is there again for Wisconsin Rapids. Solaris, they're your hometown fiber internet. Just like our athletes bring their best to the field, we bring our best to your home with lightning fast, reliable fiber internet that never quits. Stream, game, and connect without missing a beat. Get connected. Stay connected at Solaris.net. And a beautiful evening here. It looks like Wisconsin Rapids walked off Marshfield. The scoreboard is off. That'd be a big-time win for Wisconsin Rapids. 46 degrees here right now in central Wisconsin. And going to let her roll out. Throw in for the trees here. Boot it up and boot it away into the onto the track. We're just going to try and track it down. Manley just boots it away. Our poor ball people here on the track unable to keep up. Got to get your soccer fix in now. The World Cup coming to North America in June. The United States never a favorite to win the World Cup. Is just not something that has been a pun intended goal. I shouldn't say that. They just are compared to everywhere else in the world. Hopefully they can make a splash here this summer. And then the Olympics are in Los Angeles in 2028. So got to get them ready to go. Women's World Cup always obviously competitive, and see if they take it back to the Rose Bowl in the Olympics in 2028. Of course, the site of the historic Mia Hamm goal against the Chinese in the World Cup in 1999. Brandy Chastain on that team. One of the best, if not the best, women's soccer team ever assembled was that USA Women's 1999 team. Absolutely outstanding to go back and watch that game. The 100,000+ people that were at the Rose Bowl that day in the scorching heat of Los Angeles. Obviously, the women weren't done then. I mean, they won a couple of more World Cups with Wambach and Alex Morgan, and still one of the best soccer goal calls was the Abby Wambach goal against Brazil in extra time. Always fun to go back and watch those, and they have the videos of reactions. And I remember where I was. I was in my living room and watched that play happen, and it's very similar to the goal, the men's and women's hockey goals this past Winter Olympics. Just one of those things that usually something that you won't forget where you were when those goals were scored. Cameron up ahead. Ari shot, goal for DC Everest at the 31-42 mark. It's just a matter of time of the give and go there. Puts Everest up 1-0 here in the 32nd minute. Ariasevis with the goal. The assist to Bryn Campman. Ari, just a sophomore, puts Everest up 1-0 here in the 32nd minute. And taken away there right away, Brindley Thomas.
Scoring in the 32nd minute for the Evergreens, number 8, Ariana Aceves. Assisted by number
Aceves.
14, Brent Campman.
Shot again, and Myers is there. But again, there's just those times when those sports moments when you remember exactly where you were. Unfortunately, there have been a lot that have gone against Wisconsin sports fans over the last 20 years or so. Just got a book from If These Walls Could Talk, that there's a series, a lot of them around the place, and just got the Packers one from Wayne Larrabee, and one of the chapters in it was 4th and 26, the play in Philadelphia, I think it was 2004, that propelled the Eagles then to score and get past the Packers, then I think beat the Panthers, or the Panthers beat them, and then they got into the Super Bowl 2 weeks later. And so a lot of things like that. Of course, a couple on the professional football side and baseball side and whatnot. So, but up ahead here for Brindley Thomas. Thomas centers it in, but nobody home for the Trees. 34th minute. Goal kick coming for Wisconsin Rapids. So if you have any of those moments, pass those along. Let us know in the chat box. There's moments that you won't forget watching as a sports fan, where you were when it happened, and if it was a good memory or a bad memory. They're always going to be in your memory for sure. Brindley Thomas up ahead again. Brindley gets past. Centers it in. Aceves again with it. And Sidney Meyer there to fall on top of it. I've been very fortunate to call a lot of games and whatnot. There was one, speaking of girls soccer, as there's a little forearm shiver there along the far sidelines. But girls soccer, goodness. Marshfield and Rhinelander, a sectional semifinal, I think, or sectional final up in Marshfield a few years ago. Marshfield scored with like 2 seconds left in overtime to tie it. And Rhinelander, I think, went on to win the sectional. But that was a wild one on the soccer side. 1-0 here, Everest leading in the 36th minute, just past the 35-minute mark. Ava Gitzel will be back in for DC Everest, leading 1-0 here. And the whistle blows. Ava Bendixson, number 6, with the throw in there. And chilly night here in central Wisconsin, the first Tuesday of May. The 5th day of May, Cinco de Mayo. All lands on the same day, right? Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday. I know my family had tacos for supper. Fried up the ground beef before I left. I don't think it was just coincidence. I don't think we really even planned it like that, but it just happened to be the same day. Shot on goal, and the first one there picked up by Bronger. Really the only somewhat contested shot. Bronger with a massive boot, and may have been a handball by DC Everest, and Bannock will kick it away here right at midfield. Line drive boots. Adeline Nolan again. It is still have a whole half to go, a couple minutes and a half, but it is very, very physical here. 1-0 DC Everest. Ariasevis with the goal in the 32nd minute. Back up ahead now. Bronger chasing it down. Thomas. Cleared out of the way. And Rapids players running into each other as well. Taylor Cotter and Sydney Meyer not knowing where each other are and tossed each other to the ground. Brinley Thomas, a sophomore, and Taylor Cotter, the sophomore as well. We saw a good sophomore battle in softball today as well between Molly Fox from Marshfield and Peyton Jaminski for Rapids. It's going to be a heck of a battle the next couple of years. And after watching the first half of soccer here, I may need to sign myself up for more for more girls soccer games. 1-0 here. It has been action-packed. I mean, it's only 1-0, 38th minute, but it is as physical as a game as it has been so far. And a game that means a lot in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Everest already with 2 conference losses. Rapids with a win, no losses, and 2 ties. Looking to stay in contention with Stevens Point. Speaking of Spash, they don't play any of their games over at PCYS anymore either. All their soccer games are at Gerke, which is pretty cool. A little give and go there, and they play on. And Thomas couldn't control it. It's going to be a goal kick for Wisconsin Rapids here in the 39th minute. Other scores here on Zaleski Sports, Wausau West, DC Everest softball, 5-1 West. They got some power hitters at Wausau West. 1-0 Stevens Point as well in soccer over at Marshfield. There's a chance. Closed in quickly by Kendall Bannock.
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute remaining here in the first half. Under a minute now, of course. Schillinger. Again, I know they're running for this entire game. Brinley Thomas now centers it in. Over the head of Maddie Weber. Relatively young team here for DC Everest as well. And pushing and shoving along the far side. Regains it. Body's going to the ground again. Oh, man.
10,
It's going to be quite the second half when we come back here in the last
6, 5, 4,
couple of moments.
3, 2.
All right, we're going to take a break. 1-0 DC Everest. Ariasevis at the 32-minute mark, 31:52 on the clock. We're going to step aside here for a while, play some of our commercials, and come back in about 3 or 4 minutes, and then come back, get your recap, score updates from around Zaleski Sports, and then take another couple-minute break. So 1-0 DC Everest here at the break. You're watching girls high school soccer on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
So, after a couple of years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
When hunger hits in Wisconsin Rapids, there's only one place to ride in for bold flavor: Rodeo Grill. This Tex-Mex grill is serving up juicy burgers and sizzling steaks, along with an extensive, authentic Mexican menu. Bring the family, meet up with friends, and enjoy great food in a beautiful, festive atmosphere. Dine in, take out, catering, they offer it all at Rodeo Grill, where big flavor meets small-town hospitality. Stop by today in Wisconsin Rapids and taste why everyone keeps coming back for more.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Maida Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Maida Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at MaidaCustom.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh. Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Today's broadcast brought to you in part by Investors Choice. Shouldn't financial advice focus on you, your goals, and your dreams? Your Modern Woodmen of America representative can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. Call Scott Patrick at 715-424-1873. Start the conversation today. Lone goal so far, Aria Sevis at the 31.52 mark for the DC Everest Evergreens. Sydney Meyer has been tested in goal for Wisconsin Rapids, and she has done a tremendous job. That one goal that was given up, a great give and go by Aceves, between Aceves and Bryn Campman to score the goal for DC Everest and head coach Lucas Colross. It is, it's not quite as bad, or not, I shouldn't say it's bad. It's not quite as physical as it was during the basketball season, because I mentioned it a lot during the winter sports season, just how physical girls basketball was this year. It is very physical here in the first half of this girls soccer game. Again, it's just the second girls soccer game that I've seen this year, and the first one really was controlled by the home team and wasn't really. It was competitive for a little bit, but put away by Amherst late in that game. But it is very competitive, and again, you can warm it up along the far side is Bronger, and is having Coach kick it as hard as he can, or as hard as they can at Bronger over there, and just trying to keep her warmed up. Again, she hasn't really faced much, just one shot on goal for Wisconsin Rapids in that first half. Other scores today on Zaleski Sports all finished up. It was a 9-0 win for Marshfield over Wisconsin Rapids in softball. Pittsville beat Royal 6-3. Kaukauna over Oshkosh North in baseball. Neilsville Grand walked off Thorpe Owen Withy today, 3-2 in baseball. Spash a 10-0 win over Wausau East. Columbus Catholic, after a 25-run outing last night at Regis, put up 15 more today against Gilman, a 15-8 win. Marathon held on late to beat Auburndale 10-8. Pacelli over Amherst 11-5 in baseball today. Softball over at DC Everest. It is 5-3 West in the bottom of the third inning. DC Everest is threatening there. Soccer in Marshfield 1-0 Siemens Point over the Marshfield Tigers. So far, they are also at halftime in that game this evening on Zaleski Sports. Reminder that you can save up to $180 on new tires at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service now through June on 4 Goodyear tires with locations in Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Wausau, and Marshfield. We're at 1-0 here. About 2 minutes before we start our second half, we'll take you right up into that second half start. After we hear these messages from our sponsors, you're watching high school girls soccer on Zaleski Sports.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Step inside Wisconsin Rapids' newest indoor mini golf experience, Mini Rapids, where fun awaits all ages. Challenge your friends, bring the family, or plan the perfect date night, all on a one-of-a-kind course packed with twists, turns, and surprises. Rain or shine, it's putt time at Mini Rapids. Conveniently located just off 8th Street on Huntington Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. Great vibes and good times are always on deck. No tee times required, and open daily from 11 to 8. Grab your crew and tee off today at Rapids Indoor Mini Golf.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Welcome back to Southwood County Stadium here on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School for this evening's girls soccer match. 1-0 DC Everest here at halftime. Again, Aria Sevis at the 31:52 mark for the Evergreens, scoring on the assist by Bryn Campman. Again, it was an outstanding give and go by from a Sevis to Campman and then back to Ari for the shot. Thursday's schedule here on Zaleski Sports. Wausau West at DC Everest again. They just matched up today. It was a 4-2 win for for West over DC Everest. That is a resumption game on Thursday. They were in the top of the 8th inning with the bases loaded and 2 outs when the lightning struck that night, and it didn't stop. So they postponed that game until Thursday. That game will start at 4, or resume at 4, and then they'll start and finish the regularly scheduled program at 5 o'clock. Edgar is at Assumption in softball. Auburndale and Marathon, they match up again in softball on Thursday after the walk-off win by Auburndale tonight. Columbus Catholic is at Abbey Colby in softball. Hudson is at Eau Claire Memorial in baseball. Rapids is at Marshfield in baseball. And then Wausau West is at Marshfield in soccer on Thursday. Again, you can find all those front page, home page, ZaleskiSports.com. Rapids, a little bit of a early push here to start the second half, a minute in. Everest has only control Everest has really had was the start of the second half when they had the kickoff. It's going to roll out, throw in for the Evergreens. Friday's schedule, Merrill is at Pacelli. Columbus Catholic is at Wausau West in baseball. Amherst is at Assumption in softball. Anago is at Mosinee. In baseball, Eau Claire North travels to Marshfield in softball. And a big one, Arrowhead, travels to Eau Claire Memorial. Saturday, we got some games as well. Chippewa Falls is at Marshfield in a baseball doubleheader. Wapaka is at Amherst. Pacelli is at Bondwell for a big doubleheader as well, starting at 11 o'clock. All those games live and, of course, free at ZaleskiSports.com. Shot there, and it's going to go wide on that one. But, again, that's more pressure that Rapids has put on here in the first 2 minutes of the second half than they did in the entire first half of this matchup. Goal kick coming here for Bronger. Shoe being tied the 16-yard line. Bronger waited just enough. And then Natalie Haddow, who was tying her shoe. Natalie Haddow, who was tying her shoe, ended up with it. Turns, clears out. There's a lot of exciting playoff action right now, NBA, NHL. I'm mentioning the men's gold medal hockey game. Really got into hockey here at the end of winter and now into the postseason. The match or the game with Minnesota Wild and I think the Colorado Avalanche. I think that's who it was. 15 goals in a playoff hockey game, 9-6. And nothing like playoff hockey. Playoff basketball is, nah. NBA really isn't my cup of tea anymore. But pretty cool what the Spurs are doing, though, with going back to their old logo and colors and stuff at times in the postseason. But playoff hockey is a whole different animal, no doubt about it. As I mentioned earlier, the Kentucky Derby happening on Saturday. Come from behind win for Golden Temple, right? Is that what it was? Yeah, Golden Tempo was the winner on Saturday. Centers it in, and Bronger picks it up on the hop. .45th minute here, 1-0 DC Everest. Maddie Weber with it now. And wide on that one. Jaden Plowman to throw it in for Wisconsin Rapids. And then taken away. It's going to be throw in now for DC Everest right at midfield. That was a pretty generous spot. It was kicked out of bounds on the south side, on the right side of the flag. And Maddie Weber picked it up and threw it about 2 yards on the north side of the flag. Bronger offside is going to be whistled on Wisconsin Rapids. For all your orthopedic needs, place your trust in Wisconsin River Orthopedics. Learn more at WROinstitute.com. Bronger the free kick here in the 46th minute. Campman up ahead. And Schillinger is going to clear it out. Chasening it down was Maya Cleaver. Regains it for the Evergreens. And able to, just unable to keep it in. Good hustle down there. Sydney Meyer to send it away for Wisconsin Rapids. Throw in for the Red Raiders. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up for a free consultation today. Make sure there that Maria Hansen is all right. Just tripped over herself. She's saying to the to the bench, and she's all right, ready to go. Yeah, Colorado now leads Minnesota 2-1. They're in the first intermission, end of the first period. That's playoff hockey. Stevens Point native Cole Caulfield on the ice for the Montreal Canadiens in their Game 7 win against the Tampa Bay Lightning. When does Cole play again? Tomorrow, 6 o'clock on 3 different channels, TNT, True TV, and HBO Max. And then the Anaheim Ducks and Vegas Golden Knights, same spot at 8:30. Tonight, Detroit Pistons up 7 on the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the ageless wonder LeBron James continues to do LeBron things. He has his team up by 1 over the Oklahoma City Thunder. 49th minute here, 1-0 DC Everest. Again, the amount of pressure that Rapids has been putting on here in this half has been quite the turnaround so far. Oh, they let him play on. Then it's going to be a throw-in. Lauren Baleski with the throw-in. Lauren with it now, and taken over there by Jaden Plowman. Back with it, Kendall Bannock. Cleared out by Arya Sevis. Oh, no, that's not Ari, pardon me. Takaya Janie Petty, 16. What do we got here? Corner kick coming for the Red Raiders. Philadelphia Phillies lead the Sacramento Athletics 7-0. Las Vegas Athletics, I don't know if the A's will change their name once they move to Las Vegas. Orioles up 7-6 on the Miami Marlins. Here's a corner kick for the Red Raiders. Line drive cleared out. Right back into it. It's loose. And still loose in there. Bodies all over the place. Shot wide right. Detroit Tigers trail the Boston Red Sox 10-3. Tough news out of the Motor City. Tariq Skubal out for 2 or 3 months with a surgery. Brewers just announced that Angel Zerpa, I don't know what his name is, but one of the Brewers relief pitchers is either having Tommy John surgery or had Tommy John surgery today or sometime this week. So his season is going to be done for the Brewers relief pitcher. Oh! And And booted out. It's going to be a throw-in for DC Everest. Tampa Bay Rays 4-3 over the Blue Jays. Twins over Nationals 10-3. Yankees over the Rangers 4-3. Reds over the Cubs 1-0. Cubs 6 in a row, 7 in a row. Royals over the Guardians 4-3. Astros over the Dodgers 2-0. Brewers and Cardinals postponed. Mets and Rockies postponed as well. Angels and White Sox coming up at 8:38. Mariners and Braves, Diamondbacks, Pirates, and Giants, Padres all still having to start up in the on the ball diamond this evening. And poked out to, what do we got? Now DC Everest with the throw in. We're going to, on the next dead ball, we're going to change something around here. The next whistle. Brighten things up a little bit here. Poked up, and here comes Cameron. Cameron up ahead and cleared out. Behind the defense, she's offsides. We're just going to go like this. I've learned many a times working around here, especially at baseball at the Quadplex. Sometimes you just have to turn things on and turn things off, turn it back on, and the camera resets itself. I've tried to white balance. I've tried infrared and then turned it back on. And sometimes it's good that, especially during the summer baseball, we always get a good crowd watching online, but nothing exuberant and always experimenting with some fun stuff. Was told Sunday, 2 days ago, that it's a possibility that Wisconsin Rapids, the Red Hawks, might be hosting the Wisconsin Baseball Association State Tournament this year, but that has not been confirmed to me. And waiting on confirmation from that. So once we get that, it will be passed along to any baseball fan, baseball viewer. It's always tough, though, because that's the first weekend of that's the opening weekend of high school football. So they usually play those games on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But hopefully, because there's two fields here at the Quadplex, that they'll be able to just play them on Saturday. Don't have to play that game on Friday at 8 o'clock or 8:30, whatever they start them at. But again, that'll all be figured out later on this summer. So don't have to worry about it yet. Still got about a month and a half of the spring sports season. A lot of Valley games coming up here for these girls. The girls' soccer realm. Behind the defense, Meyer again goes to the turf to make the stop. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. It's going to be the first corner kick here for DC Everest tonight. We're in the 55th minute, almost 56th. Hand is raised. The run up. Centers it in. Loose. Popped up. Myers there. Ritchie Funeral Home has been serving family after family in Acusa, Wisconsin Rapids since 1957. Find the very best in personal service at Ritchie Funeral Home. Find them online at ritchiefuneralhome.com. Getting behind the defense here, Fiona Martins tries to center it in. She does. Bronger is there to scoop it up. Again, the amount of pressure put on by Rapids has been a tremendous change from what was shown at in the first half. I'm sure Coach Cleveland had a couple of words to say about the lack of attack in the first half. Econ Electric is your local residential, commercial, and industrial electrical service provider. Since 1970, people have turned to Econ Electric. That's Econ Electric here in Wisconsin Rapids. 57th minute. 1-0 DC Everest. A goal by Aria Sevis. The 32nd minute. 31-52. Getting behind Campman and chased down. Good hustle there by Kendall Bannock. Campman had her beat, and Bannock used her speed to get up there and knock it away. A couple of substitutions here for the Evergreens on the next opportunity. And along the sideline, far side. Oh, got tripped up there as Taylor Cotter was defending. They will keep the players on the sideline until the next one. Coach Colross wanted a substitution. He got it. Just waiting his turn. Softball score from DC Everest here. Now 7-5 DC Everest. 6-run outburst for the Lady Evergreens. It's loose. It's going to be a handball, and everybody shouted it, and it was confirmed upon. Two-0 smash over Marshfield. They're in the about midway through the second half, just like us. 58th minutes. Plowman clears it out. Throw in for DC Everest. Bryn Bannock. No, for Wisconsin Rapids, pardon me. Again, after the conclusion of this one, we'll have our Rich Topic Series Player of the Game, as well as our Key Savings Bank post-game show. Be down on the field with the winning player and winning coach. Unless we are tied up. Probably won't do interviews if we end in a tie tonight. That's always tough. How do you figure that out? They play on. Schillinger. And cleared out nicely there by Boleski. And sent. Opportunity. Oh, it's scored! Brinley Thomas with the right foot. And it's 2-0 at DC Everest. 59-22. Got it past Sydney Meyer. Got the pass back. And Meyer just put her, or excuse me, and Thomas put her right past Meyer. All the way across.
Number 12, Brinley Thomas.
Hugs all around on that Everest bench. And the Evergreens lead at 2-0 here. Again, the second half has been controlled by Wisconsin Rapids for the most part. But just getting those little opportunities and able to score them. The 60th minute, closing in on 61st minute here. Got about 20 minutes to go. Throw in for the Red Raiders. Booted up and cleared away. Gissel getting behind. Schillinger clears it out for the Red Raiders. And a relatively young team I had mentioned. Couple of seniors for the Evergreens. A lot of sophomores. Handful of juniors as well. Coach Colross has always got this Evergreens team to play well. Ever since I've been around here covering high school sports the last number of years, Everest has always had a competitive, and when I've paid attention deeply, I mean it's been off and on the last almost 10 years, but Everest is always there, always a competitive soccer team. Right at midfield, controlled. Not really controlled by anybody right now, but can be picked up and kicked there. Oh, that should count for something. Went right through the hurdle along the sideline. I have another track meet coming up for you on May 18th. I think that's a Monday. 4th, 11th, 18th. Yep, our track and field guru, our track and field expert Dan Lau, will be covering the Big Rivers Conference meet in Eau Claire on the 18th. So we appreciate Dan's effort, and it was a good thing to have, because have a couple of knuckleheads like Jason and I, or some other people trying to tell you about track and field that are, I don't want to say clueless, but I think we're one step above clueless when it comes to stuff like that. And you got Dan Lau, who ran cross country and track in high school, and he knows all the ins and outs and the nuances of it. I appreciate Dan coming on and being a very valuable asset when it comes to a lot of things, but his track and field coverage, of course, as well, has been very, very, very helpful. He does a lot of other things at Zaleski Sports, but the track and field coverage is tremendous as well. We're in the 64th minute, 2-0 DC Everest. Brindley Thomas here in the second half, able to increase that lead. Nobody ever went for the ball, and it got cleared out. It's going to be a throw-in for DC Everest. 64th minute. It was centered in, and it was like hot potato. Nobody went for it. Schillinger went for that one. Lawrence got it now. Bodies all over the place. Centers it in and wide left. Be a goal kick for the Rapids Red Raiders here in the 65th minute. Kick here for Sidney Meyer. Jaden Plowman up ahead. And corral there by Haley Gums. Sevis, who has had the first half goal. Kendall Bannock down. Substitution coming. Now play that commercial for us here, Ryan. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Haley Vang and Sammy Tao, the substitutes for DC Everest. Sammy, number 10. Haley, number 7. Coach Colross and the Evergreens. We're in the 66th minute here in Wisconsin Rapids. Wisconsin Valley Conference Girls Soccer this evening on Zaleski Sports. CMA's Ryan Rasmussen from Southwood County Stadium on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. Had a couple of varsity baseball and softball games going on today as well here at the Quadplex. Marshfield softball with a 9-0 win over Wisconsin Rapids. And the Lincoln Red Raider baseball team with a walk-off win over Marshfield this evening as well. Free kick here for the Evergreens. I mentioned it. I'll talk to whichever coach is the winner here tonight about the physicality of the matchup tonight. And, of course, it's conference. These girls know each other, have known each other for a long time. And always tough to play and win in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. So every point, every win, every tie, always very important to collect and to get every night in and night out. 2-0 DC Everest in the, what are we closing in on here? 68th minute. Free one here for the Red Raiders, trailing 2-0. Might have to talk to a pair of sophomores if this couple of sophomores here if this result holds. Free kick coming here for Wisconsin Rapids. On the far sideline, right on the Sherrill Tire and Auto Service sign. Oh, popped right up in the air. She loves it. Bryn Cameron took one right off the knees. And now, if Everest hurries, they might have numbers. Campman with it now. Bryn up ahead. Bryn centers it up. Through the legs. Left foot. It's in. A goal. Maddie Weber with the left-footed goal is good for DC Everest. They made the run. And the Trees lead 3-0 in the 69th minute. A third sophomore with a third goal here for DC Everest. Weber, Aceves, and Thomas, the 3 goal scorers for DC Everest, all sophomores. And DC Everest leads 3-0 here in the 69th minute. That was a heck of a run there. Got the ball up ahead. Campman kicked it up. And Maddie Weber finished it off. And Campman will head off for a breather. 3-0 DC Everest. Might be too early. Still 10 and a half minutes to go. Might be too early to start playing keep away, but 3-goal lead is, especially at this time of the game, very tough to. Oh, what do we got? Yellow card? Yep, yellow card given to Wisconsin Rapids' Taylor Cotter. She'll exit stage left here for the Red Raiders. A little too physical there for the Wisconsin Rapids sophomore. Free kick coming here right at the 45-yard line for the goalkeeper, Bronger. Centers it in. Sydney Meyer comes out. She makes a sliding stop. Sydney's done a good job tonight. There's been a couple that have gotten past her, but
Scoring for the Evergreens in the 69th minute. Number 4, Maddie Weber, assisted by number 14, Bryn Campman.
Bryn Campman with her second assist of the game. She assisted on Aria Sevis' goal in the 32nd minute as well on the give and go. This was just a straight up pass, and see if you can beat me. Throw in here for Haley Vang and the DC Everest Evergreens. A couple of substitutions here along the far side. Might have a trifecta of Ridgetop Exteriors players of the game here, or players of the match, I guess. 3 sophomores, Weber, Aceves, and Thomas. Right back to the Evergreens here in the 70th minute. 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go. And another throw-in about 20 yards up ahead. Right at the Sherrill Tire and Auto Service spot here on the Southwood County football field. And offsides called on DC Everest. Goal kick coming here for Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be taken there by Jaden Plowman, one of the seniors on this Rapids team. Natalie Haddow, Jaden Plowman, Kendall Bannock, Lauren Schillinger, and Veronica Candler, the seniors for Coach Cleveland. Yeah, second half for about the first half of the second half was controlled majority by Wisconsin Rapids. They had a couple of shots, couple of opportunities. Bronger, again, really hasn't been tested tonight in goal for DC Everest. But then when the Evergreens have had their chance and had their opportunities, they have taken advantage of it. Corner kick coming here for, nope, it's going to be a goal kick for DC Everest. And you can check out our upcoming schedule at ZaleskiSports.com. Mike Wenlitz does a great job, keeps it all up to date and raring and ready to go for all of your viewing pleasures. Looks like Madeline Hoppy may have just hit a 3-run jack for DC Everest. And the night skies of DC Everest, 13-6 Evergreens now over Wausau West. That was a 5-1 lead for Wausau West not too long ago. 3-1 smash over Marshfield late in that one at Hiding Community Stadium in Marshfield as well. We're in the 73rd minute. Again, it's been the sophomore show tonight for DC Everest as well as Bryn Campman, the junior. Bryn with a couple of assists. The sophomores Weber, Aceves, and Thomas, the goals for the Evergreens tonight. 1 yellow card given to Taylor Cotter for Wisconsin Rapids about 5 minutes ago or so. Jaden Plowman almost said inbound. It is pretty much an inbound, but a throw in. Out of bounds, he inbounded it. Yeah, right. I mean, it's just a different terminology here on the good old soccer pitch, as they say. Haley Vang unable to keep it in, the senior defender. Highlights of this match later on, probably tomorrow, on social media, YouTubes and Facebook. All of our highlights at Zaleski Sports on YouTube. You can check them all out there. Couple of highlight-worthy games tonight here on Zaleski, or today, this afternoon, and into tonight on Zaleski Sports. A little too physical there by Kendall Bannock. Here in the 75th minute, just crossed over. 6 minutes remaining in this one here this evening. It is a relatively beautiful night. It's just chilly. If we could have nights like this in mid-October during the football season, football playoffs and whatnot, take them every night of the week. At 46 degrees or 47 degrees at kickoff tonight. Or at the start of it. What are we down to now? 45. Slight wind, not too bad. No rain in the forecast. That's one of the issues with the weather that has been nice the last while. There has been no rain in the forecast. So, which benefits us at Zaleski Sports with live streaming and whatnot, but not great for the grass and the vegetation and whatnot. Centers it in, and it'll be a goal kick here. Speaking of warming up, 52 tomorrow, not warm. 57 on Thursday, slight rain chance. Friday, 67. Saturday, 70. Sunday, 62. Here you go. Next, Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday next week, 71. Thursday, 72. But still, I mean, that's halfway through May, and it's still, we had a pretty warm day. There's a week in March, week in April, that there was, it got teased. And then we had 3 feet of snow the week after that. So, oh gracious! I'm not guaranteeing that we're not going to have any more, but wishful thinking that it won't snow again here in Wisconsin. Will not guarantee that it won't. I mean, we had frost warnings. It's been below freezing just last week, so we got 3 minutes left here in this one. 3-0 DC Everest. They're going to pick up a very important conference win here tonight on the road. They've had success over the last number of years. Yeah, it's always different. It's always interesting for a team like DC Everest. It goes from I guess Wausau West plays on grass too, but Wausau East plays on turf, Spash plays on turf, Rapids on turf, Marshfield on turf. So, I mean, Everest and I don't think Wausau West. I think Wausau West still plays on grass. So Everest and Wausau West both on the grass side. How it changes and. Very similar to baseball and football, right? I mean, you got to get new footing or new footwear and different footwear for every place that you go. Turf plays faster than grass and could be more dangerous at times as well, depending on where you play. But all the turf fields around here very, very well manicured and upkept. We got about a minute and 50 seconds to go here. This field has about 6 years, 6 or 7 years left before they got to re-turf it, re-pellet it. I think it's every 10 years that it has to be redone, and I think that's just the lifespan, life expectancy of the turf. And now that they do play everything here, that it goes into that. And for the longest time, they didn't play soccer here. They played over at Washington Elementary School, kitty corner there to Mid-State. And now having this beautiful facility, and I'll tell you what, it's much nicer to be able to call games from a press box, doing Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln soccer from press box than the top row of the bleachers at Washington Elementary School on late nights like this, because those bleachers over there, metal bleachers at Southwood County, or excuse me, at Washington, get very, very cold. Now 30 seconds to go. It's going to be a 3-0 win for DC Everest tonight. Goal scores by Maddie Weber in the 69th minute, Aria Sevis in the 32nd minute, and Brinley Thomas in the 60th minute for DC Everest. And Bronger really not tested tonight for the Evergreens, but she did do well, and she's going to get the win here tonight. Under 10 seconds to go. And it's going to be a shutout win for Bronger and the DC Everest Evergreens, picking up their second conference win of the season. It's a 3-0 win for the DC Everest Evergreens here tonight from Southwood County Stadium. We are going to take a break, hear from our friends over at Key Savings Bank, and then go down on the field, talk to head coach Lucas Colross and players of the game here on Zaleski Sports. Thank you for tuning in here on Zaleski Sports. You've been watching girls soccer on the network, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
We have something that we're trying to create at Key Savings Bank called Outward Energy. We don't just want to have the doors open, our members walk through. We want to be where they are. We go to meet them, we participate in their events. We think that's vitally important for us to show that Key Savings Bank is a part of the communities that we're in.
We received a very positive reaction from our community. On average, we had 250 to 300 kids alone that entered our building for the Halloween party. That didn't include the adults, grandparents, parents that brought the children. It's wonderful to be out in our community grocery shopping with my Key Savings Bank apparel, and families walk up to me and say, "Hey, I attended your Halloween party."
So about a month ago, I was approached by Sheriff Becker of Wood County Sheriff's Department, and he asked me if we'd want to participate in the Back the Badge bench press meet. So Key Savings Bank sponsored, had a $500 sponsorship to that, and I myself participated in that. And it was a really great experience. There was about 40 different people that participated throughout Wood County and actually the state. So with the Sheriff's Department obviously doing so much for us and throughout the community, it was just our way of giving back.
And now when I tell my friends and family what I'm doing or what I do every day or what involvements I'm doing, they're like, "Oh, that's the bank that offered the Halloween party. That's the bank that does the Christmas party. That's the bank that sponsors these golf events." So our awareness alone has just become amazing in the last year.
Key Savings Bank participates in a lot of these events. We love to do it. We love to know the community and the other businesses within the community. It's rewarding to see smiling faces. The kids event, when we bring them pizza, there's not just one winner, there's multiple winners. Cheese pizza is one of the coolest things that these kids love. And just seeing the smiling faces is outstanding. Probably the funnest event that we do is what you see behind me here is our coloring contest for the local kids. It's a fun event. We do a lot of fun stuff with it on our Facebook page. The voting goes nuts because it's the community that votes for it. And at the end, there's a lot of participation. So that's the best event of the night.
We had Thursday grill outs. We did that. We were raising money for the Rome Canine Division. We set up in mid-June to have grill outs each and every Thursday all the way through till the middle of August.
Numerous amount of golf outings where we raise money specifically for that event through our whole sponsorships and games that we play.
My employees right now are all very active in participating in literally hundreds of events over the last 2 years that make Key Savings Bank a part of this community. We think that's very important.
Whoever you want to bring over. Perfect. All right. You did it. Here, we'll switch. We'll talk to Coach first. Yeah. All right, let's see. See a thumbs up up here? You ready, Ryan? Good? All right, welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. DC Everest with a 3-0 win over Wisconsin Rapids here tonight. Coach, you guys were the aggressor in the first half. They came out and kind of turned the tables on you in the second half. Just talk about how the girls responded in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it was great to get the lead against a team like Rapids, because if you don't get that lead, they have the ability to pack it in. But they played a wide open game tonight, which was fun. It was a fun back and forth game. We didn't take care of our opportunities or finish them in the first half, but we got the 1-goal lead. Second half, they came out really strong, and we weathered the storm, and we just had to change up our formation a little bit to try and win the battle in the midfield, and I thought we did a good job of that.
3 sophomores putting the ball in the back of the net tonight. Just talk about how they came through for you guys tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we're a young team. I mean, we got 2 juniors, including Binna, and 1 senior starting. We got some great depth coming off the bench. Some players have really been stepping up here of late. But as a whole, we're a pretty young team, and so them getting that confidence, it's huge. I mean, anybody on our team, can score on a given night, and I think that's important that we have that balance. But love to see those sophomores scoring.
Been a weird season already, obviously, with a lot of postponements and whatnot. You guys have a lot of conference games coming up. Just talk about what can propel you guys after a win like this.
We got one more game here against West East on Thursday, and then we hit the second half of our conference season. We started out with arguably 2 of the toughest teams in Spash and West, and we're excited to get another crack at them next week. And hopefully we're playing our best soccer then, and we can give them a run at a conference championship here yet.
Perfect. Congratulations, Coach. Thank you for your time.
Yep.
Thank you. Bringing our Zaleski Sports Player of the Game. Weren't really tested tonight in goal, but what do you do back there to help your team out when you only had 2 shots on goal against you tonight? What do you see back there that can help your team out?
I can see the whole field, so I like to help direct them. And even if I'm not getting a lot of action, I can still make sure that they're pushing up and organize the defense.
Like Coach said, a relatively young team this year. 3 sophomores scoring tonight, which is pretty cool. Just talk about how much confidence that gives you in net, especially when your team is the aggressor on offense in the first half, getting that goal. Just talk about the confidence it gives you in goal as well.
It definitely gives me a lot of confidence, gives a little bit of a cushion. I always want the shutout, but it helps a lot. And I think it makes our whole team a little bit more confident, and the goals just keep coming.
And just like Coach said, you guys turn the conference season around next week. Just what can a game like this do for your confidence as an entire team?
I think it's really going to help with our confidence that we're finally clicking and putting things together. And I think the second half is going to go really well.
All right, we're going to put you in the house, all right? Do you know what to do?
See.
I'm going to give you this. I'm going to step out, say your first name, last name, and I'm in the house, all right? Go ahead.
I'm Binna Bronger, and I'm in the house.
Perfect. Thank you, Binna. Congratulations. Thank
you.
All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here from Wisconsin Rapids. 3-0 DC Everest over Wisconsin Rapids, picking up a win here tonight. Our next soccer game, Wausau West at Marshfield on Thursday. That'll be on Zaleski Sports as well. A whole slate of games coming up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Check them all out, ZaleskiSports.com. For Ryan Rasmussen, this is Steve Mabe signing off. Hope you have a blessed night. We'll talk to you again on Thursday right here on Zaleski Sports.